Alright, big cat. Welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for the whispers from your ancestors. Come in. Come on. I've got intel. As I call in the energies of wisdom, guidance, and protection. So beat mode energies up, big cat. Come in. Come on. The planetary energies today's darling dears. Mercury enters Taurus, no less. The coming weeks could bring a lot of abruptness in communication. Mercury becomes rigid and immovable in the fixed sign of Taurus. Your views will get a lot of pushback. Be mindful to use compassion, empathy, and kindness for yourself first, and then others. Understand it might be hard to form alliances and communicate without arguing. Stepping back from a heated situation can help you understand where tongue wrestling is afoot and you're dealing with what? Closed minds. The first message is guard your energies, darling dears. When you cast runes, you read them from right to left. The first rune we have, darling dears, is Manas, on its face. This is represented by the Fool in Tarot. It speaks about what? Somebody feeling the loss of a partner, a younger partner. But this also speaks about foolish actions, negative cycles. The first message is the loss of a partner in a situation was not a loss. Manas is represented by the numbers 4, 5, 6, and 7, the letter M. It also speaks about social order. Whomsoever you lost did not conform to the order, the social order in your environment. This also speaks about them feeling depression, sadness. This is also somebody looking at their life, their mortality. Another message is to expect some form of manipulation surrounding mortality over the next 7 days. This also speaks again of reckless behavior. You possibly lost a partner in a situation. Some of you it's through death, darling dears. My condolences. I'm also hearing lesson of the unknown. The next rune we have, darling dears, is Isa, represented by the Hermit in Tarot, the letters K, I, and C, the number 36, 37, 38, and 39. It speaks about a challenge. You're going to be facing something, some form of challenging behavior, but you will be reinforced with spiritual strength. This is also what? Intuition. Again, it points to what? Isolating yourself from situations where there will be tongue wrestling, darling dears. Where somebody is going to be on an ego trip. They don't want you to blind yourself to what exactly these people or person is going to be putting in your path over the next 7 days. It's an ego trip. But it's also a lesson for your what? Evolution. The Hermit is represented by Virgo energy. This also speaks about an older partner now. So there was definitely an age gap in a relationship, possibly one you lost. Something that made you fear the unknown. Something which you had to embrace in order to what? Bend the matrix, to receive the gifts of your ancestral team, your security. It also calls for you to be vigilant. Yet introspective. This also calls for your inner strength, darling dear, because this week tongue wrestling with the wrong person will set you on a negative cycle, which will set you back on the spiritual path. We have Bacana, darling dears. This is represented by the Empress in Tarot in the reverse. Again, it's telling you to abandon a situation. This could be an older female. Somebody who doesn't have the true emotions of a mother. Bacana is represented by the letter B, the numbers 12, 13, 14, and 15. This also speaks about codependency. There is a mother that is being overly dependent on her progeny, darling dears. 2 progeny were mentioned, older and younger. Could be 1 below the age of 10, not spiritually responsible, and 1 older. I'm getting young adult, early teenage. The manipulations of a mother, somebody who shows nurturing only in the face of others. This reverse Empress is about to get her comeuppance. This talks about loss of control of a situation. It also speaks about anxiety. They know they're about to be caught, darling dear, in the deceit that they've perpetrated. It also speaks about a pregnancy, darling dear. Somebody's foolish actions is brought about a pregnancy. Right next to the Hermit, this is going to be hidden, darling dear. The Empress. The body part for the Empress is represented by the reproductive system. The Hermit also speaks about the back. The child is going to be born by cesarean section. We also have the Fool. The child will have respiratory issues. A secret pregnancy. We're going to get Ancestral message from the angels and ancestors deck. This also speaks about an older manipulative woman. This could be a cousin, a sister, a mother. A mother who regretted the birth of a child, darling dear. This is a mother that never nurtured onto a child. We have the medicine guardian as well as the angel guardian. This alone is showing that you are being protected. This is also about balance being brought back. This is about what? Self-love, self-care, self-worth, darling dears. You are not alone. Be open to healing information. What message do you want to hear? Do you want to hear the green or the blue? The green or the blue, big cat? Jacqueline Arenton is coming through with a strong green. Medicine Guardian is page 108. This goes to a 10 and an 8. The 10 is the Wheel of Fortune. It also speaks about cycle as well as change. The 8 brings into mind the energy of Leo. Strength card. This is about not being tempted into situations that are going to affect your destined path at this moment in time. The message: listen to what is coming up within you and what is being shared with you by trustworthy others in your life. Pay attention to healing information. You are being exposed to information and insights that will have a dramatic healing effect upon your life. If you are working through something mentally or emotionally, know that there are spiritual energies supporting your healing. If you are working through something that is physically challenging, pay particular attention to information that's coming to you that feels inspired, insightful, and warm. It will be supportive of your wellness. Your angels are here to remind you that your natural state is one of wholesomeness, and you are on the road to revealing that wholesomeness once more. Please excuse the adverts, I keep them in because sometimes they come with a message for you to screenshot and read at your leisure. I'm being guided to pull a card for you, Jacqueline. Jacqueline Arenton. Don't be tempted off your flip-flop, darling dear. The blessings that somebody's going to be coming to offer you something, darling dear, and it's below your spiritual pay grade. Pay attention to where the characters are looking. Somebody from the past is coming to offer you something where you're going to have to be strong. They are not on your path. Base of the deck, the seer. You've got your message, Jacqueline Arenton. This also speaks about your intuition. See beyond your current situations, my big cat. Because you have the backing of a high priest or priestess, your ancestral team, darling dear. You have the gift of shaman. You have the gift of healer. But you have to use those abilities on yourself in order to what? Grow and evolve. Harness your mystic gifts. This is about you getting quiet, darling dear. Going within. Inner knowing. Inner understanding. You are never alone, darling dears. Any situation you feel that you're stepping into blindly, you are being covered. You are high priest or priestess. Divine wants you to trust in the unknown, the unseen. The blessing that you're getting at this moment in time, my dear big cat, is perseverance. This is about what? Being able to what? Continue through no matter what the circumstances look like at this moment in time. This is about, as I said, seeing beyond your current circumstances. They want you to persevere on the path that you've chosen. You're not blind, you're being guided. Because you're about to reach enlightenment, a higher understanding, and this also comes with gifts. The yellow is represented by the solar plexus chakra, Archangel Michael. It also speaks about happiness as well as being controlled at this moment in time. Using your personal power for the ultimate effectiveness. This is about control, darling dears. It's one thing to know you have the whip, darling dear. Enlightenment is knowing how to use the whip. Because your loyal heart, your loyal heart has been through many transformations, darling dears. This is you looking back at the person you used to be. The 3 and the 5 goes to 8. Again, we're brought back to the Leo energy, the strength card, spiritual strength, being spiritually guided. Because you have a tower coming towards you. The tower is represented by the liver. Somebody needs to get their liver checked out, whether you are overindulging in alcohol, sugars. You have a tower moment coming towards you. The messages of perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Message for this. 7 of Cups. Divine and your ancestors want you to know the choice you made was the right choice. Whatever you've been persevering at, you made the right choice. The 7 of Cups speaks of opportunities. New opportunities are going to be coming from the choice you made. Ace of Swords, spiritual downloads. A lot of you are getting the green light in your dream state. This also speaks about what? The choice you made. Some of you are choosing to speak your truth in a situation. Divine wants you to be wise. Not everything needs to be spoken. This is about action, darling dears. because your perseverance is going to pay off big time. If you're in a job where you do speaking, public speaking, especially if you have any form of public speaking, what you've been persevering, you are about to reap the benefits of your actions, the choice you made. What they're being enlightened about. Good golly and gosh, I can't make this up. Again, we see the Tower moment right next to the High Priestess. You need to know that you are having certain energies directed at you at this moment in time. The High Priestess is what? Inner knowing. The Tower moment also speaks about a situation that you've left behind. Could have been divorced from a situation, a job you've left from, or wherever. It also speaks about what? Manipulation. Somebody manipulated you to leave a situation, darling dears. We have the runes in the background. We've got Manas. We've also got Lagaz, Hangman. Manas, as you know, is the Fool. We've got Pertho, the High Priestess. And we've also got Wunjo, the Star card. Somebody magically manipulated a situation for you to leave it. But it was to your benefit, darling dears. 9 of Swords on its face. This speaks about it put you into a position where you are now playing chess, no longer checkers. This is about your intellect being above all others. Whatever sadness and loss you felt in a situation where there were many against you, darling dear, you was definitely magically manipulated to be removed from a situation. The 2 9 speak about whoever manipulated the situation for you to leave, darling dear, it was a minor gain. They didn't get the outcome that they was hoping for. Because you're secure, darling dear, as well as protected. Know this. 4 of Pentacles, your mental health, your physical health. What weapon they tried to form against you, darling dear, it didn't work. Some of you are still looking back at this past action, trying to wonder why or how you was able to what? Be pushed out of a situation. You was magically removed. Now that you know this, darling dear, claim dominion over yourself. This must never happen to you again. Because you see, my darling dear big cat, it's one thing when you don't know the manipulation and the levels that people will go to in order to manipulate. That's one thing, but now you know. Your ancestral team wants you to claim dominion over yourself. No one can call it but you. What do we need to know about your loyal heart? We also have Chiron in the reverse. Somebody didn't want you to heal. Someone wanted you to live in heartbreak, lack, and loss. Someone who no longer has the key to your loyal heart. Six of Pentacles. Your loyal heart is about to be blessed with equal give and take. This is also what being in a position, if you are looking for a new job, you're going to get what? A status in that job, some kind of promotion. The situation you was manipulated to remove yourself from, or was removed from, you're about to be blessed, darling dears. You have incoming. Somebody lost something. Hold on a minute. I'm feeling something lost. We've got the sun energy. The sun is ruled by Leo. The sun is ruled by Leo, and Leo is fire energy. Whatever you lost, darling dear, is at middle height, somewhere near a wall. I'm also feeling there's a heat source around whatever it is that you lost, something that's very important to you. It's at middle height, somewhere near a wall or a heat source. What you lost was made from some form of metal, iron. It's not lost forever. Look again, darling dears. Whatever you lost, you're about to find it. Oh, yes. Some of you are wanting to manifest, move into a new location, darling dear. You are the magician. Your ancestral team, you says you have the badass alchemist ways. Conceive, believe, and achieve. This is a go ahead. If you're wanting to move to a new environment, go. You also have messages coming in, messages of love. You have to understand somebody is trying to manipulate you or manipulate the narrative. This is somebody who's realized they've lost a loyal heart. Somebody wanting to manipulate your loyal heart at this moment in time. Your ancestral team wants you to wash your face like David. This is about remembering who brought you there, who took you through it, and who tried to leave you there. This is about moving on from a high commander Decepticon, a narcissist, sociopath, someone that likes to argue, mentally and emotionally manipulate you. Well, they need to know they have no key to your psyche anymore. Master your emotions in situations, darling dear. As already purported by the planetary energies, there's going to be a lot of pushback on your views. Your ancestral team wants you to be the master of your emotions so that you cannot be manipulated again, especially by the same level of energy that used magic to remove you from a situation. Know this, big cat. Use your intuition and your discernment over the next 7 days. Because you have an emotional manipulator, someone from the past, will be appearing in your life over the next 7 days. This person comes to rob, steal, and kill. They are hoping that you still have love for them. They've seen that you've actually manifested quite a bit in your life. You've taken major steps. If you have a business, whatever it is that you've done to get great, darling dears, they're watching. And they're going to come through with some kind of issue. Master your emotions, darling dears. Remember who took you there and who wanted you to stay there. And remember, you have security, darling dears. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Touch not the anointed devil card on its face. You've already freed yourself from this obsessive energy, this controlling energy that lacked boundaries, where you felt bound. Capricorn energy on its face. You've already freed yourself once, darling dears. And as I said, no weapon formed against you over the next 7 days shall prosper. Once you keep your emotions in check. I want to know about this spell cast station. Let's get a fresh deck. Base of the deck, 2 of Wands. This talks about it was active, yes. They wanted to stop you on your journey, keep you stagnant and stuck, unable to move, unable to what? Lean on your own understanding. World card. Absolutely love it. As I say it, you see it, darling dear. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. When they got you magically from a situation, darling dear, they didn't realize that it was leading you to enlightenment, salvation, and a fresh start. You have a clean slate, darling dear. Two of Swords in the reverse. Continue to make the right choices. Continue to lean with your higher understanding, knowing that you are being protected. This is your ancestral team untying you from what was meant to tie you and keep you in lack. Know this, big cat. You have the medicine guardian. What they wanted for you, darling dear, is on them. Star card on its face. Final messages for the big cats. Look what fell on the table. Success, darling dears. Whatever they wanted for you, you're about to be blessed in their face over the next 7 days. Are you ready for the spotlight? Final messages. There's an older female that's going through a situation with a younger lover where a pregnancy is about to be discovered. Continue to be grateful for the blessings afforded to you, darling dears. The 2 and the 8. The 2 is what? The High Priestess. Continue to use your intuition and your discernment. The 8 represents the Strength card. You're caring for others. Don't allow anyone to stop you caring for others, having love in your heart. Continue to be grateful for the blessings of enlightenment that's been afforded to you at this stage. What did I say? Call on your ancestors. You've been chosen by your lineage, darling dears, gifted with all of their gifts, things they couldn't use in their time. The 2 and the 4 goes to a 6. Lovers, Gemini energy, continue to make the right choices. Call on your ancestors anytime you feel uncertain, and always lead with gratitude. Because universal law is in your favor. The 1 speaks about your badass alchemist ways. Manifestation mode, darling dear. A new beginning, a fresh start. This also speaks about some of you will be traveling, darling dears. You've been gifted with all of the tools to bend the matrix. Universal law is on your side. Judgment for the back, front, neck stabbers. Worry not what happens to them, darling dear. Only put your mind to the Most High and your infinite possibilities. On that note, I drops me mic. Todd love to Teesprings, Todd love to Patreon, or simply come back here. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat, cat. Cat, cat.